Page 14, going to the North Pole. Things are starting to get a little more involved here, and hopefully you've been keeping up and you remember all these notes and the symbols and all these things that we've covered. If not, you need to go back and review everything. Go through the lessons again, review everything again. You're not allowed to forget any of this junk. I mean, you can forget what you're playing. The music, you don't have to memorize these pieces in the music and remember them forever. But the symbols you need to know. And what I'm talking about in technique, you need to know. We're adding the rest of the notes. We've had 5 notes so far, C through G, no, and now we've got to add the A and the B to it. So now we've got them all. Remember, A through G is the 7 letters, A through G. Except we haven't been starting on A, we've been starting on C. So we just take C, and we take these 2 and put them up here. Doesn't matter. The point is, an A is the upper middle of a group of 3, and the B is the top of a group of 3. You need to memorize those, so you know all 7 keys on the piano. And once you do that, you know all the white keys on the piano. You got them all the white keys everywhere, because they just keep repeating here to here, same thing. It's whatever. Yeah. So I'll leave it to you to know those. We're going to use all of these now in this piece. All 7 of them. In this lesson, they're talking about thumb position. Again, just relax. The thumb has a natural curve to it. If you just relax, that's close enough. You're going down sideways with the thumb. Big deal. So let's look this over. I see it's 1 line long, sort of. Now, they're not printing out the whole thing. They just printed out a little bit at the beginning so you see the pattern. You see these 5 notes starting here on middle C. And what we're doing is we're going to do this pattern all the way up to the next C. We're just going to go up to the next C. So it's here, then here, here, here. All the way up. We're moving all the way up to here. That's why you need to know all the names of all the notes. And the notes, you got half notes and quarter notes and whole notes. Remember those? Quarter note gets 1 count, a half note gets 2, and a whole note gets 4. Okay. And the finger numbers, you're in that position. They're still being a little too helpful. Oh, I'll put up with it for now. Because at the beginning of a piece, you need to know what note to start on. We need to know the names of the notes. And you don't know the names of the notes until we get into stabs and written music and that. So they have to tell you the names of the notes. But you don't need the finger numbers. You only need the first one to tell you where to put your hand. Once you're here, you don't need the others. Sort of. Now, when you move, you do need it. You need it to tell you where to move to. But otherwise, here at the beginning, I only needed the thumb. And then for the next set of half notes here, I'd go up 1 position, do it again. And again. Again. Idea? That's what we're doing. All the way up. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just stay relaxed. And you're just passing away from finger to finger. Now I see it's an MF, mezzo forte, sort of loud. So it's 2. You see occasionally they put these vertical lines in here. So you got, at the beginning, you got 2 half notes. Then there's a vertical line. 2 more half notes. Vertical line. And 4 quarter notes. Vertical line and a whole note. Vertical line, move to D. Those vertical lines are called bar lines or measure lines. Depends on where you're from, what country you're from. I call them either one. I'm liable to say it's a bar or a measure line, whichever. They tell you to start over on the counting. So it's like at the beginning, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to keep counting up until I get to a bar line. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I get to the bar line, I'm going to start over with another 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start over again with another 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then start over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I end up counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll make more sense later. Just do it for now. Just keep that in mind. We're not always going to go 1, 1, 1 or 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to count up according to these bar lines. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then move up. 2, 3, 4. You get what we're doing? Move up again. Just keep going up on each of these until you get all the way up to C. And once you get to C, you can stop. So let's try this on going to the North Pole. Now, once you're in a position, you don't need to look at the keyboard. You might need to look at the keyboard to move one, and you're only moving one key up. And hopefully, you'll even get to where you can move one key up or down without looking. You can feel that motion going from one key just to one key, and you'll have the confidence to know you got there. So maybe you practice a little bit. You can actually learn to play this without looking at the keyboard. That would be nice. It'll sure help you a lot in the future. Let's play this together. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. And we're going to go play it. We're going to play this pattern all the way up from this C to this C in the right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move up. 2, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Move up. 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, 3, move up. 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, 3, move up. 2, 4, 4. 2, 3, move up. 2, 4. 2, 3, move up. 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, last time, move up. 2, 4, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're done.